If you scroll through any wellness feed today, you'll see coconut oil treated like liquid gold. It is the glowing artisan elixir of choice for raw food influencers and high-end skincare brands alike. But looking at global valuations, the boutique image shatters. The industry sits at a staggering $7 to $8 billion, and it's accelerating. Forecasters track a compound annual growth rate of 5 to 9%, projecting a massive $14 billion valuation by 2034. The small batch artisanal jars sitting on grocery store shelves are effectively the public face of an exploding multi-billion-dollar economic juggernaut. The actual beneficiaries of this explosive growth are not independent tropical farmers hand-pressing coconuts. The money flows upward into massive, diversified agricultural conglomerates like Cargill, ADM, Bunge, and PepsiCo. To understand how they operate, we have to look at what they actually sell. Despite marketing materials drenched in the word virgin, the vast majority of industry revenue relies entirely on RBD. RBD stands for refined, bleached, and deodorized coconut oil. This is a highly processed, mass-produced industrial commodity, chemically stripped of its natural flavor and scent to maximize shelf life. How exactly did a handful of megacorporations convince the global market to pay top dollar for a heavily refined commodity, fully believing it to be a raw, natural wellness product? The modern coconut oil boom is heavily engineered. It is a carefully constructed corporate illusion designed to move industrial fat at premium margins. These parent companies do not advertise their refined, bleached oils directly. Instead, they funnel their massive marketing budgets into what the industry calls consumer education. This education aggressively promotes specific biological perks, like superior skin hydration and high MCT content. MCTs, or medium-chain triglycerides, are a type of dietary fat that the body absorbs rapidly, making them highly sought after in diet culture for quick energy. They pair these specific health claims with aggressively purchased organic and sustainable certifications, actively capturing the premium, environmentally conscious buyer. The linchpin of this entire marketing strategy is virgin coconut oil, or VCO. VCO is the purest, least processed iteration of the product, and currently the fastest growing premium segment on the market. This pie chart shows the $8 billion market. The prized virgin segment is $900 million. Barely a fraction. Corporations use this sliver as an anchor. Its perceived purity bleeds over, casting a massive halo over the remaining $7 billion of heavily refined oil. The industry's marketing budget isn't actually spent selling the primary commodity. It is spent selling the halo of its smallest, purest derivative. While the marketing dollars are highly visible, tracking the actual research and development spend requires digging into the buried financial reports of these diversified parent companies. And when you look closely at where those R&D dollars flow, the wellness narrative vanishes. The investment heavily targets product innovation and industrial engineering. Millions are poured into optimizing mechanical cold press extraction technologies, designed entirely to squeeze the absolute maximum yield and efficiency out of every single harvest. The largest hidden growth sector for coconut oil R&D isn't in superfoods at all. It is in engineering specialized fats for plant-based meat alternatives, where scientists prioritize heat stability and mouthfeel texture over any nutritional benefit. So while the marketing department faces the wellness consumer with promises of purity, the industry's true mechanical engine quietly secures its absolute dominance in the ultra-processed foods of the future. To see what powers this corporate engine, we must travel far from the sleek marketing boardrooms and look at the actual physical source of the commodity, the massive, sprawling plantations across producing nations like the Philippines and India. Stripping away the sanitized supermarket aesthetic reveals the intense, manual agricultural labor required to extract this global commodity from the earth. But this multi-billion-dollar machine is incredibly fragile. The entire global supply chain sits under constant threat of severe, weather-related disruptions that can wipe out a harvest overnight. To prevent total commercial collapse, producing nations are forced to intervene, subsidizing massive, government-led replanting programs and farmer market access initiatives to keep the flow of raw material moving. The $14 billion future projected by giants like Cargill rests on the shoulders of highly vulnerable agricultural labor working on the front lines of unpredictable climates. We started this journey looking at organic labels and MCT claims, driven by the belief that buying coconut oil is a conscious, boutique wellness choice. But the facts map a different reality entirely. That consumer choice directly fuels a heavily refined, mass-produced industrial engine. The corporations behind it execute a brilliant, highly profitable playbook, leveraging a tiny, highly marketed fraction of virgin oil to cast a permanent health halo over a vast empire of processed fat. The global explosion of coconut oil is not a victory for holistic health or sustainability. It is simply one of the most successful, perfectly executed marketing misdirections in modern economic history.